The Harvey Mudd College Clinic program pairs teams of students with a sponsoring organization to spend a year working on a project posed by the sponsor. We have clinic programs in mathematics, computer science, engineering, and physics, as well as a global clinic program. In many cases, our teams are interdisciplinary, such as the DYNAR team, which has students from mathematics, computer science, and engineering.
The goal for this year's DYNAR team was to design mathematical algorithms that would implement a search strategy to find 4 unknown targets. The team tested the strategies in computer simulations, then executed them in water using small toy submarines that are controlled and tracked by cameras and a computer.
Our first step was to simulate these algorithms going on in a simulated environment. Since we were interested in the question of how they can search the space, we just looked into several types of algorithms that would allow them to move around looking for targets.
We have a PVC pipe here with markings at certain intervals. And so we're going to place that at known locations in the tank. So we have little X's marked on the tank wall, and then take pictures of it from the bottom and from the side. And then we can actually record where those markings are and then figure out a way to get from a certain coordinate in a picture into an actual coordinate inside the tank.
Using these webcams that are set up both on the side and beneath the tank, you can see these 2D pictures that they take of that 3D tank environment. From those images, we could use blob detection software, basically, that pinpointed where the sub was.
We also have colored electrical tape on the submarines. So we have pink on the front, red on the back, or vice versa. And the vision tracking system can pick out those blobs of color, and from that figure out which way the sub is pointing, which tells us how we need to point it to get to a target. So we're working with these cheap little toy subs. They're about $40. They're remote controlled. And we've actually taken apart the remote control that comes with the submarine. And when you take it apart, you end up basically a bare circuit board. And so we've taken those circuit boards, soldered a bunch of wires to them in the same spots that the joysticks move. So we can basically convince the remote control that there's someone moving the joysticks by sending electrical signal. The big computer can basically send control signals to this remote control board. And then it goes through this blue wire up over the duct, down to the bottom, and we actually have antennas taped under the tank. And so we can control the subs from the computer.
What the computer would do is tell the sub to follow that path. And in so doing, it just needs to get to this next random point, and then over to this random point, and then this one may be right next to it or on the other side of the tank. Those commands were to tell the sub to get to these points in the tank automatically without us having to use the controller or do anything with the keyboard or anything. It was just go, and the sub would automatically start searching.
As the project progresses, we're going to be including more sophisticated sensors and tasks. We're also going to be combining stationary sensors with mobile aquatic sensors. Because the project involves a collaboration between students in mathematics, computer science, and engineering, the students learn to cooperate and communicate across disciplines. For the sponsor, Clinic provides valuable research and development, and the students come up with quite creative solutions.